Sweet, sweet baby doll pumpkins. I hope you are sitting up with your back straight. There was an incident that happened on October 15th this month. It involved MetaMask. You see, MetaMask was coincidentally, mysteriously removed from the Apple Store. Bang. Over a weekend. No word of warning, nothing. Now, the official explanation is a bunch of hocus pocus and rubbish, but I want to let you know this is not random. I've even put here, do you honestly think it's a coincidence that they mysteriously removed MetaMask in the deep part of our crypto bear market, right as we are in the then they fight you phase? You remember? First they ignore you, then they laugh, then they fight, then you win. We're in the then they fight you phase. The bug eaters are coming to fight us. They're coming to strangle crypto. This is 100% fact. Thousands of pieces of evidence. So much information out there. Nobody will disagree with that. Anybody who has straight posture automatically knows this. If you're drinking soy, well, of course, you're just going to side with the overlords because you enjoy eating bugs. The corrupt SEC and the Department of Injustice, they are just tools of the bug overlords. Yes, I know. Some people get upset. They say, oh, but this is supposed to be the blue shield that defend me, that help my rights. No, they don't. Only when it's to deal with scum amongst scum. When you are actually trying to liberate the people and enhance value for the bottom, lower class and middle class and raise us up, now it's a threat to the upper status. That's why they want us to eat bugs. You can even see it as it happened. MetaMask appears to have been removed from the Apple App Store. This is not a coincidence, man. Do you honestly think this never happened, by the way, in the bull market? This never happened Bitcoin at 50K, 60K. This didn't even happen on the way down at 40K, 30. Look when it happens. It happens as we get word that fake DeFi Uniswap is putting the early stages to implement Uni v4 thanks to the EIP upgrade, which they've gotten a political bias for. And they're trying to put in KYC. Now we know, yes, it's not mandatory KYC, but open your eyes, Manny. That's stupid. I know you're not stupid, friends. These people, they enjoy golden showers. You're my friend. Also, please, I'd like to ask you, don't disrespect blueberries. You need the antioxidants. Look what they said here. We're aware. Working on figuring out what happened and resolving the issue ASAP. This issue exclusively impacts those trying to install the app fresh from the Apple App Store. Yes, I don't think it's a coincidence. You think it's just out of nowhere? They were testing how people react if they just remove the most popular wallet. They want to test it. Isn't that exactly what you do? If you want control over an industry, it's the first thing you do. This is our link. That's why we've got to get off MetaMask. Unfortunately, I still use it. There's another wallet called Rabby. I think Rabby. There are other ones. I think it's R1B. I don't even know. I hope more alternatives come out. Proper wallets that aren't trying to spy on us. Just to let you know, friends, MetaMask owned by Consensus. Consensus owned by JP Mosquito. All right, we've already gone through this many times. You like, subscribe, belly button, or you shock the algorithm for this family-friendly show. We discover all this information together. Why? I love and appreciate you. I even reported as it happened. MetaMask was added back, but it's very clear that they were doing this as a tester. Don't forget this, please. The timing is not a coincidence. Mid-curve soy boys will believe the given fake explanation. All right, that's always what happens. This is exactly what happens, friends. Okay, this is very, very graphic information. That's, oh man, you guys are awesome. I even made this meme, okay? Uniswap KYC. So the very low IQers and the very high IQers, Uniswap is doing KYC. I mean, they blatantly just told you. But of course, the mid-curvers, because they chug a lot of soy, they're saying, no, it's not KYC, even though they say it is. It's just for the liquidity providers, and it's a legal framework regulator option for now. I trust them and I believe in them. Even though everything you said is coming true as a slippery slope. That emoji says everything that we need to say in this situation, okay? We understand what's going on. We're not stupid. Uniswap is fake DeFi. Yes, Uniswap technology is great. Nobody's denying that. The formula, how everything works, is fantastic. But Uniswap now have a sharpened cucumber and they are just stabbing us in the chest. At least give us the decency to turn around first. Uniswap is fake DeFi. I've made many videos and posts on it. We've got to get it through everyone's minds. Why? It's because we're in coins that are real DeFi. And if everybody knows and understands deep within their loins that what they're holding is real DeFi, they will come to value it much more and all our bags will pump. There is a market out there for people who don't want to be a little bitch of the government. And friends, it's not even about that. It's like, you're like, oh, but the bags will pump. No, they won't. You know, when they introduce more of this KYC stuff, it increases the cost, right? It increases cost, friends. You know what increased cost means? It means price goes lower. Your value goes lower. It's like running a company. That's why these things are important. When we made crypto, why do you think crypto goes up? It's because people keep joining a network because there's no buildings and offices and regulation. People just keep joining this network for free. Now there's more competition, but that's why we're actually able to get more value out here. Remember, PulseChain is real DeFi. Pulse, PulseX, Hex, native yield, trustless yield, PulseX, our favorite DEX, real DeFi. Also want to play this for you. We're not going to go through all of it. Just, there's some really eye-opening things in here, okay? So about the CIA, FBA, NSA, all the other US agencies. Just to let you know, friends, everything is tainted, okay? Now, this is not a myopic, I don't want any of these dark clouds. Okay, we're not rolling over and dying. If you want to roll over and die, go hold their poo-poo fiat currency. Go talk to a financial advisor. Go long the bonds. Okay, yes, go do that. All right, we're not financial advice here. But there's just some things you got to understand, okay? So we'll put this down. Because, look at this. See, the FBI distributes viruses and keyloggers that are mainstream antivirus softwares that they're not illegally allowed to detect. Okay, there's a lot of other things here. The NSA forced Intel, AMD, and chip makers to backdoor their CPUs and allow them to access your computer, even if it is turned off, as long as it has access to electricity. Even has the things out here. I mean, there's so many out here. The NSA will intercept a computer, laptop, or phone purchased online and install malware chips on them before delivering it to you. So there's all these things that happen, friends. Look at this. Major American tech companies like Microsoft willingly provide the NSA advanced warnings of zero-day security vulnerabilities before revealing them to the public. Why? It's because they're like, well, we've got some targets. Let's see if we can crack this guy. We want to steal information, you know. This is about the only one I'd let slide. The other ones, you can't, friends. The CIA can infect your car's control systems, which allow them to remotely take it over and drive. There's all these things that go on. The CIA can hack into all smart devices, TVs, Alexa, connect to the internet and spy on us. Yes, this is 100% true. That's why, I mean, the main point of my post, look at this. Just makes us realize, friends, crypto's here to stay and it's going to pump. It's going to pump. But they're not scared of it. You understand? The government's not scared of it. Like, we've seen the UFO stuff. We've seen Roca Negra. We've seen, I don't even want to say their names. We've seen the people who want to make different technology that doesn't need oil anymore. Wink, wink. You know, all like 30 of them mysteriously disappear and just get wiped off the face of the earth as innocent scientists. So all these people, they're the real targets. Do you understand? They're actually threatening the $1 trillion industry. I believe they feel comfortable with crypto now. They don't want to take it to zero. They're like, well, we can control it. It's just Bitcoin. It's on centralized exchanges. We can watch everyone's IP address. Easy peasy. It's exactly like the internet right now. That's what they believe is going. So you might wonder, like, why aren't I upset? Well, the answer is this, friends. You see the banks over here, the banks, and we're going to draw like a little bug. We'll make them just like a little worm bug here, okay? A little antenna, okay? The banks over there, and here's us, the people. And we, the people, we're going to be sitting here. Of course, we're going to be standing very straight, friends. Very, very straight. And there will be a smiley face here. Now, we, the people, we have a choice here. We can choose to use the bug eater systems, or we can use, let's use the BTC logo here. We can use BTC right here. We can choose to use that. Or ETH, of course. Let's even use PulseChain, real DeFi. We can choose to use it. Now, here's the thing. Because it is self-sovereignty, self-custody, it does introduce a bit of problems for these people on top. But we can brand market message to politicians who represent us, wink, wink, meant to. We can tell them, you know what? All the bugs here, okay, they lower V for value. Why? Because they have so much bureaucracy, red tape, papers, they have all the buildings, they've got to pay for all the spyware. But for us, we don't have that. We're lighter, so we have an increased value. So that's the whole premise of crypto and the value prospect here. That's why they're trying to onboard politicians, the savings vehicle over time. We're trying to onboard all the other industries, all the sectors. We're trying to make great applications that can enhance humanity itself and just solve a lot of problems, right? Crypto already solves a lot of problems itself. So this is what it all comes down to, friends. So at the end of the day, yes, crypto, lots of value. They're not scared of it. If they were scared of it, I don't think we'd be allowed to talk about it, to be honest. I don't think it really threatens the sanctity. I just think it's going to work things differently. And you can already see, in my opinion, Bitcoin, because its volatility still wipes out a lot of people, they're not threatened, the US dollar. They're not threatened. But I'll tell you right now, do you know what's really going to scare them? It's going to be if Bitcoin's volatility gets very low, but Bitcoin keeps going up. That's why, surprise, surprise, if only you had a friend who's been telling you about Roca Negra, where they can try to just stop this whole plan or at least get a grip on it early. That's why I got a friendly reminder here to you. PulseChain's real DeFi. I believe there is a gap in the market that people want to participate in this. It was funny, I started off saying it just like, yeah, it's a joke. But it's actually not a joke, it's actually truth. It really is real DeFi. We're not making this up. They're literally bringing in KYC. Boys told you, right? The community always asks me, friend Somi, to identify other crypto leaders who lie to their people and cause controversy. And I showed the Twitter conversation shows Ethereum and Uniswap developers saying that the new Ethereum upgrade will not be used for KYC. So they're caught lying. They did it. This is a stream up here. Got to remind you up the top. It says nothing to do with KYC. You can read this on your own accord. That's not how we plan to use this transient storage. I said exactly how it would be used in the earlier post. Nothing to do with it. Wrong. Lies. Wrong. Yes, it's optional now. We're not stupid. It starts optional. Then it becomes mandatory. We know this. Every single crypto community has leaders and founders that bend the truth. The people can't handle the truth. That's right. I'm looking at you right now. You're a people. I'm a people too. Is your back straight? Hope it is. Are you eating berries? I ate some berries today, by the way. Antioxidants, friends. Antioxidants. The people can't handle the truth. You know that, right? You know that. We don't actually want to be told the truth. We want to be told sugar-coated lies. It especially happens in the Bitcoin and Ethereum community. So, I mean, it's the truth, right? You have to pick the community which you think has the biggest upside. So you think, oh, wait a minute. We're playing a game where everybody's lying. But, you know, you got to think of it to yourself. You go, wait a minute. If I know everybody's lying, then it's a fair, even playing field, isn't it? Because you're like, well, I have to use different metrics to evaluate the fundamentals, don't I? You're like, well, I can't trust anything, can I? That's right, friends. That's why Metcalfe's law. What do I evaluate all my metrics off? I value it based off how believable do I think the story and the narrative and the fundamentals are to draw in other new people. That's why a lot of people come in, like, subscribe, belly button, all, and they respect me because I have no ego. I have no pride. I literally remove myself completely and I go, okay, what does everybody want? Give me. I want to smell it. You got to be a little satellite here, just sitting out here. You got to be very sensitive, temperature gauge. A lot of people, they come in with their opinions. They go, oh, the ice cream team. Oh, no, I'm on Team Peanut. I don't like this. I don't like that. We don't think like that. We don't really care. Your opinion, what you think is good or bad, doesn't really matter, friends. Unless you are literally controlling 3.5 million people, every word, doesn't really matter. So you will definitely find bag holders of ETH. And not to take a stab at Ethereum, of course, man. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. Ethereum won one of the games. That's it. It became a blue chip. Congratulations, friends. Ethereum has won the blue chip game. Its price went up and it did not drop minus 95% and stay down. It's up there. That's it. Congratulations. A lot to be proud of. But I'm just to tell you, you're going to have friends and family who are trying to get into Ethereum. They're going to buy the top. They don't know. They're buying the bags of people up there who are just going to say, oh, centralization. Oh, what's that? I thought we could just accept that, right? It's all a lot of baloney. They're pretending to be independent and neutral and politically unbiased, but they're not. It's all a game to get the number to go up. It just so happens you guys are also smart and some people like the tech. But guess what, friends? You know in crypto there's a lot of dead bodies out there of a lot of people who like the tech who got destroyed. You know it is, man. You know it is. Tough game. So you are going to find Ethereum bag holders. They will quickly jump in the fence of the KYC implementation, of fake DeFi Uniswap, of the Ethereum upgrades, of the consensus, all the bug eaters coming in. Of course they're going to jump to it. They're defending the bags. We're not blaming them for it. That's where they don't actually understand it, friends. A lot of people, they come, they bring their little, I want to say fangs, but soy boys don't have fangs. What do they have? They have flaily little arms. Flaily little pencil-thin arms. Little broccoli arms. Celery arms. Celery hands. So they're coming to defend it, but we're not blaming them for them. We're just telling you that you're going to pretend to wash your sins away for the greater cause. We're just telling them that. We go, look, you're going to say now, oh, well, you know, we got to regulate. We got to be on everybody's team now. But they didn't start off like that. They started off like, hey, let's break all the rules. Decentralization at all costs. You can't trust the government. Censorship resistant. That's how they started. But now that the prices have gone up enough, they have to defend it. It's store of value. You understand? You do understand, friends. You do understand. You're like, oh, it's a game. It's a story. You know, if it's a story, friends, it's a story. There's like part 1, part 2, part 3. See, here's the thing, right? The people in part 1 and 2, they're early, okay? Early. But what they do is, when people are in part 6, 5, and 6, the early people are so smart, they convince everybody that they're still early when they're in the 5th and 6th chapter at the very end. For example, Ethereum at $10 is not the same as Ethereum at $5,000. Do you understand that? You do understand that. Of course you do. You're my friend. You're my friend. You will always be my friend. Don't forget that. We already know. The truth is 95% of people, we are here for number go up. Yes, they all are. Even the tech people. Even the tech people are here for number go up. You want to know how I know? I'll tell you how I know. It's because if they actually didn't care about number go up, they would inflate their tokens such that the gas costs went down a lot and they would draw and suck away like a vampire the value out of the holders. And you might say, oh, but that's not right, isn't it? Well, isn't your whole goal to make a cheap, free, low-cost, decentralized blockchain for the whole world to use? So why do you care about why some rich dudes who bought the coin early are retired? Well, that's a scam. It's because they do care. They do care, friends. That's why they don't inflate these things to make the prices low. Ethereum maxis will have to find shadowy cover-ups to explain the KYC. We already know this, friends. We already know this. This MetaMask, I'm going to do it. I know a lot of people. I'm going to play some angel music. Now, let's pump some music, friends. Let's pump some music, okay? I'm drawing a big fat poopy on this MetaMask fox, okay? This is exactly what we think about. I'm glad you now understand the game. You understand it is a game. You understand there are different parts of the story. You just have to be realistic with where in the story you are joining. Joining in chapter 6 at the end is not the same as joining in chapter 1. But also, in real DeFi, we're still in chapter 1 and 2, friends. Don't forget that. Also, don't forget, please, the blueberries. Don't forget the blueberries. Tell mum and dad, the blueberries. I'll catch you in the next one.